The third most important skill in business, the ability to sell to a customer. You and your brand, from the post of Dr. Strive Masiyiwa. When I launched my first business in 1996, I didn't really know that much about marketing. As I mentioned in my first post in this series, I first learned to sell when I was only 8 years old. Remember my story about selling sweets to my school friends. People bought from me because they knew me, and of course I was selling something I knew that they wanted. It is possible to run a very successful business short term, even if you don't know anything about marketing. You can sell, and sell, but if you want to run a really profitable business, you must understand the importance of marketing, which involves many steps. Confused? It only means I have gained your attention. Now let's talk. Sales and marketing are not the same thing, but they go hand in hand. Advertising and marketing are not the same thing. Advertising is simply one of the tools we use in marketing. It is important to develop a brand. In the end, the most valuable part of your business must be its brand. Branding is what I want to talk to you about today. A brand is not just a cool logo. It is a kind of promise, an identity, a vision, even a mission that goes beyond the product or service to be sold. Think of the message communicated by Nike's "Just Do It." No mention of sports gear at all. What do you think they mean by "just do it"? Nike shoes is one of the world's most iconic logos. Designed in 1971, the creator was a young graphic design student in Oregon, in the USA. An accounting teacher at her school had heard she needed some extra money for oil painting lessons and asked her if she wanted to help design a logo that showed movement and speed and would look good on a shoe. She and another guy were planning to start a company. She told her the design must not look too much like main competitor's logo, Adidas stripes. "What else you got?" was the response of Nike's co-founder, the accounting teacher, when she presented him the shoe's design. He was not very impressed. So she designed a few more ideas, but she chose the initial design, saying, "Well, I don't love it, but maybe it will grow on me." At the time, she was paid only a whopping $35 for her work. 45 years later, the shoes is still around, nearly unchanged. The company is now worth billions, employing tens of thousands of people globally. But it's not the shoe's visual symbol alone that is important, or the Apple logo. Branding goes beyond the graphic image. Although admirable in simplicity and amongst the most powerful brands on earth, if Nike or Apple made bad shoes or computers, it wouldn't matter how memorable their logos. A brand has to do with perceived values and building trust. Now that about Walt Disney, which for decades has produced family films, Walt Disney was a pioneer of innovation in entertainment. What Disney wanted to do was create happiness through magical experiences. Not create films, but to create happiness. Bringing a brand like Disney's to life over the years is not easy. It means continually listening to understand what your customers really care about. It means consistent delivery of value and quality. True to the brand you have created. It means creating your promises as a person and a company. How do people learn about your brand? I will talk more about other aspects of marketing in my next post. Afterthought. Business is down everywhere in Africa these days. Whether you are in Angola, South Africa, Zambia, Zimbabwe, and many other countries. In business, we don't believe that a problem will fix itself. We believe in doing something. This is a good time to get into marketing. How is what you sell different or better than what your competitors sell? That is an essential question to answer. Beyond a logo, do you and your company have a unique brand identity? Something on the power of brand. There is a story told in marketing about a leading luxury car manufacturer who had an amazing new competitor for its top brand. The story goes that the company carefully studied the product from their competitor and found that it was comparable in every way. Reliability, speed, noise, everything. And it was also cheaper. After reviewing the situation carefully, the chairman said, "Step up the marketing and increase the price." What do you think happened? I want you to think very carefully about this before rushing to answer. It's not as simple as it looks. Something on the power of the brand. Something for the senior class. A friend of mine visited a company in China which manufactured clothes for some of the leading clothes brands in the world. The owner of the factory showed him exactly the same shirt manufactured for two different global brands. They used exactly the same material and virtually the same design, and yet when they were sold in stores in the same country, one of them was almost 100 times more expensive. Those people are being cheated, my friend said indignantly. Not necessarily so, I replied. Before I began to study carefully how brands are developed and sustained, I would have agreed with you. Now I know that even if you told the customers everything, they would still buy that more expensive brand. There is an emotional connection which goes away beyond cost. You must understand these things if you are going to succeed as an entrepreneur.